Good evening. My name is Ken Crawford. Thank you for joining us. Facebook Time. Tonight we have a very special guest, the great the Martha Theory, like music theory. Anyway, pardon for that introduction. That really was kind of. Anyway, thank you for watching, and let's everybody give a big hand for Martha Theory.
Yeah. How about it? My claim to fame. I wrote a little bit of an introduction. Can you hear me on the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wrote that I believe everyone is attracted to music in their lives, one way or another. Whether it's singing voices in church, or in the old days you had the radio only, and I'm talking way old days, and nowadays you have talk radio, punk radio, all sorts of radio, and there's also a classical station. And I have always been attracted to various types of music. I started piano lessons about age 11, lived in Cleveland, Ohio, and I lived on the east side of Cleveland. And to get to my piano teacher, I had to take the bus to the west side of Cleveland, which meant 2 buses and a long walk through downtown Cleveland. And I have to tell you something that is kind of amusing, because I came from an ethnic family. My parents were Hungarians, and we never had hot dogs at home. So in downtown Cleveland, they had a hot dog stand, and a grill, just a little store, but I would give all to have a hot dog when I could. And of course you had to have some cash for it, and I think at that time they cost like 10 cents or 15 cents, something on that order. Which wasn't a lot of money, but if you didn't have any kind of an allowance, which we did not have in my family, you just kind of tried to save your bus money up, or remnants of your bus money, so you could spend a little bit on yourself and get a hot dog in downtown Cleveland. So I studied on and off. We didn't always have money to pay the piano teacher, so I just kind of studied on and off. And because we were an immigrant family to the States, we often moved. I think we moved some 7 times during my childhood and girlhood in Cleveland. And sometimes people would leave upright pianos behind. And that's how I learned to play the piano. We couldn't afford to buy a piano. And so I would just do my best at picking out notes. Because my mother played the piano in Hungary. And so she could still play, although her hands, she worked so hard and washed so much. I remember a washroom in the basement that I helped my mother to do the wash as well. I had 3 brothers, and they all had to wear white shirts. So it was a lot of work, a lot of washing, a lot of ironing, and we had double tubs. And it's just an environment that probably doesn't exist today. But at any rate, that's kind of what life was like at the time. I was the only girl. I had 3 brothers, so I did a lot of housework with my mother, and as I say, the washing and the ironing down in the basement. So anyway, I took piano lessons when I could, but as I say, my mother was still able to play somewhat at the time, despite her work-hardened hands. And one of the pieces that she played, was able to play when we came to the States, was this piece. I call it my Hungarian Charlton. No, don't clap, guys. This is going to take a little while. So, okay. My ear is, I could only play on the white keys. So, this is before piano lessons.
Yeah.
Later on, because piano students, at least in my generation, had to do theory as well. So I put an accompaniment to it in C major. When I took piano theory and piano lessons, I said, so, Mother, what key did you really play that in? And she said, E flat major. Well, I was able to play it in that key by myself. I've never seen the music to this piece, but my ear picked it up, and the original key is E flat. So it's this is C. Now E flat is. So this is C. All white keys. On the black keys, the original version is E flat. To find the origins of pieces, and so what did oh, then of course I was able to, we had a radio, we never had a television. My parents would not allow a TV when they did come into fashion. So everything that I heard was on the radio. And at that time, of course, people came from other countries to the States. And back in Cleveland, they had a Hungarian radio program on Sundays. And again, I was very attracted to music every which way. And the theme song for this Hungarian program was something that I got a kick out of.
Okay.
It's
Wow, wait.
little melody, isn't it? Yeah. So that's just was always a part of my life, and of course, then I had to go to school, and I remember in the 8th grade. We had a piano in the room at St. Cecilia's, and occasionally I would accompany someone, or what, maybe it was down in the auditorium, but anyway, I remember that they did have a piano there, and one of the I lost my train of thought here, but I had to learn to play hymns. I was never an organist at the church, but I did play some of the hymns in the classroom. I remember that. Here, if I can remember. We sang, and you, you probably recall when you were kids in high school the song On Top of Old Smoky.
Yeah.
And they always made up verses for it that were, you know, somewhat risque and funny. But it would, and the other thing is that to make fun of it, we played it in various keys. Mm-hmm. the national anthem, and you played some military songs.
God bless America.
Marines, I guess.
Oh, that was the first one.
Oh, wasn't it?
That's the song for the
Oh,
army.
the Saints come marching to the Saints.
Was
Uh,
it?
I forget the title of it.
And of course, the national anthem.
Yeah.
Alone, because I've heard versions of it sung and played that are so awful, I can't stand it. By singers who should either not sing the national anthem or give it the dignity that it deserves.
Exactly right.
All right.
Anyway, so then I continued with my piano lessons, and one of my favorite composers is Gershwin, and he's quite a sophisticated composer, and so I worked hard to learn his pieces. And one of them is, what is it called? I can play the melody. Maybe I wrote it down. No, I didn't write it down. Anyway, it's, it's called The Man I Love.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is followed by a Cole Porter piece. So, again, as the years pass by, and I would pick up pieces that are hardly ever heard on the radio any longer. One of them, you probably are familiar with, or most of them. Of course, that's down by Mexico way. My next door lady was, what was her first name? Her last name was Garcia. Anyway, she used to love it when I played this piece. She was from Mexico. She used to sit right where Larry sits and listen
Yeah,
to me
thank you, Martha.
playing down Mexico way. Yeah. Oh. When, as I say, I listened to the Hungarian radio way back in Cleveland, and one of the pieces that they played in Hungarian translates to "I love you," and I'm not sure what the English name is, but you'll recognize it. remembering, my neighbor was Viola Garcia. She passed away. So, let me see what would be interesting too. Oh, yes. One of my favorite songs, and most of these arrangements are my own. God gave me the capability to play by ear, some things, not all, but one of my favorites is Crazy, and this is my rendition of it.
From Patsy Cline.
That's a wonderful piece.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I did learn to play classical piano, and so I'll play you one very pretty piece, but I can no longer recall who the composer is.
For some reason, Martha, I want to say Bach came out with that.
Say what?
That composer Sebastian Bach
No,
wrote that.
no,
No?
this is not a Bach piece, no.
You know more than me.
It's not a Bach piece, no. The Bach piece that I remember, because I used to accompany this over the years, I accompanied singers, and one of them was the Ave Maria. And then or something like that.
Well done. Well done.
And of course, the main melody for that is anyway, the singer would sing a melody and I would anyway, it's
Nice.
such a gorgeous piece, really worth hearing. So,
You're exceptional.
oh, and I enjoy playing waltzes, and some of them are popular waltzes.
Beautiful.
So, did anyone know the name of this piece?
Around the world.
Around the World in 80 Days, which
Well done,
was
Alex. Well done, Alex.
a huge film in its days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Todd produced it, Elizabeth Taylor's second or third husband, but he died in an air crash. And thereafter, she quickly married Eddie Fisher.
Oh.
And that didn't work out. So then she went on to another husband, whoever that was.
How many did she
No,
have?
this
Like
is Elizabeth
6 or 8
Taylor,
or
yeah.
something?
And Mike Todd was the producer of Around the World in 80 Days, and that is the song from that movie. So, anyway, history. I have a brother who lives in Australia. And I have a little song that I remember him by.
Yeah, all right. That's good. That's awesome.
Do you have any questions? I think I'll wind it up now.
Okay. You did a beautiful job, Martha. You'll be on the Las Vegas Strip next week.
I'm hard of hearing. I lost hearing in my
Yeah.
left ear on October the 1st.
Jimmy Fallon next week too.
I said you'd be on the Las Vegas Strip next week.
They want modern pieces, not this old-fashioned stuff.
Yeah.
When you were a little girl and you first started playing the piano, what year was that in that time frame? When you first picked those uprights you were talking about, the upright pianos and
Ooh, my
Probably around
knees.
1958.
I feel that.
1959, something like that, yeah. Yeah, I think that.
well done.
Well, very well.
I'm going to give you the time.
Yeah, let's hear it from Martha. Martha Theory, everybody. Thank you very much, Martha.
Very much. Sorry, but what happened is that as an immigrant family, we moved many times. And sometimes people left the grand piano behind.
You're kind of hard to carry on your
And
back.
that's how I started picking out melodies. Yeah. And then my mother realized that I had a gift for music, and eventually I started piano lessons. So then actually I got married at 19, and then I didn't really play the piano for some 30 years.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I got back into it. And I just, excuse me, was able to play a lot of melodies that I would hear on the radio.
We're all requesting an encore. We want to hear an encore.
Sorry?
We want to hear an encore. Encore, one more. Your favorite piece.
Encore.
One more. Let's hear it from Martha.
Encore, baby.
We're not ready for a 10.
Well, I'll play a Johann Strauss waltz.
Well done.
All right.
Some bits of it.
Theory, everybody. Martha Theory. Thank you so very much.
Very kind of you.
One more.
10 more.
Encore, buddy.
Encore, I just did an encore.
Yes, you did. Well
Let's do an
done.
Encore. Anything.
Thank you guys.
Good. One more time for Margaret. Martha Theory. Thank you, Martha.
All right.
They were waltzing over there and was got them on video.
Thank you, Margaret.